Okay, here we go again. Take 2. For those of you who are unaware, I did start a playthrough of this game a while ago, and I intended to finish it, but I didn't. What happened was my computer had a little bit of an accident. Not in the sense that it wet itself, more in the sense of, the hard drive stuffed up, and I lost the final 2 episodes of that series. And I hate leaving things unfinished, so what I've decided to do is rather than pick up from where I left off, I'm just going to start the whole thing again. And we're going to play this game again, and it's going to be great, and nothing is going to go wrong. Does this count as drag? Anyway. Right, here we are on Insanity Beach. I hate the beach. I'll be honest. I hate the beach mainly because of the sand. I actually had a really sort of bad experience with sand. So I was at the beach once. It was a family outing. And I was walking through the sand. And I saw a patch of sand within the sand. There was a different shade. It was a different colour. And I thought, oh, that doesn't look like the rest of the sand. I wonder if that's different somehow. What's different about this sand? And so I thought, oh, I know the best way to tell the difference is obviously to taste it. So I picked up what I thought was not sand. It was like a lighter colour. I thought maybe it was like sugar or salt or something like that. It turned out it was sand, and it tasted like sand. But just to be sure, what I did was I took some of the regular sand and tested some of that. And that also tasted like sand. That was sand as well. So yeah, I discovered that day that sand tastes like sand, and it doesn't taste very good. Although at some point later on, I did attempt to try magic sand because it's magic. If you don't know what magic sand is, it's basically sand that doesn't get wet. It's like permanently dry sand. And so what I did was I thought, well, this will prove whether or not sand is worth anything. I tasted some of the magic sand because obviously it's magic, and you think, oh, well, if it's magic, it's got to taste good. It tasted like sand. Didn't taste anything like... Well, I don't know, actually. It could have tasted like magic. It could just be that magic tastes of sand. That's a possibility. What was I talking about again? I feel like I've gotten very off track. Well, that was... that might have been the worst thing I've ever done. I sort of don't really get this. It's like... Who's looked at the Crash Bandicoot franchise and thought, you know what we need? Fucking bomb puzzles. That's what the kids want. Like, what? I mean, I'm sitting here doing it and having an alright time, so I guess they weren't completely wrong. But I don't think they're right either. It's funny every time. It's funny every time. This is like the most memorable tutorial level ever. And I mean that. Like, it's such a memorable opening to the game. Like, it's so cheeky, and like this. This is a good example. This game nails the humour, which I think it should pride itself in, because it doesn't really nail anything else. I know that sounds a bit mean, but it's just true. It's kind of sad that this is the best boss in the game, because it's the first boss in the game. So it's pretty much just solidifying that things only get worse from here. Which is, they do, it's true. This game peaks early and gets progressively worse. But you know what? It's fine. When you look at Mecha Bandicoot's, nose and shoulders, am I the only one who sees a cock and balls there? Is that just me? To be fair, I am thinking about cock and balls in any given scenario, so It's probably just me. To this day, I still cannot figure out what this location is supposed to be. Is it like an underground mine shaft? But also some sort of, like, acid factory? Like, I don't understand the situation. I'm finding it very difficult to move in a straight line. Which is concerning. Because that's quite a basic thing you need to be able to do in most video games. So the fact that I can't do that, it's a bit of a fucking worry, I'll be honest. Oh, thank God that's over. It's so weird to control. You know what I mean? It's like, have you ever had like a shopping trolley with like a wheel that's sort of not working properly and you're sort of bending and twisting all over the place even though you're trying to just go in a straight line? Do you understand that? That's what that felt like just then. It's horrible. It's horrible. Yeah, if you'd like to come back at any point, that would be great. It's not like I've got places to go. Thank you. Oh, we're back to this shit again. Oh, this game is such a gimmick. And I'm dead. God, it's so frustrating to control. Because you have no control. It's hard to control because there is no control. It's like pinball. It's like pinball, but like you can't see anything and you fucking die when you touch anything in the world. I think it's quite amazing that Cortex had his literal brain removed from his head and he was still able to function and like understand words. That was pretty good. Like, that's quite impressive. I think this is like one gimmick that I really, really like in this game. Well, the other ones are alright, but I think this one where you have to save Cortex from falling in a trap, it's like, it's so cool. I've never seen a game do this before. I mean, it's probably been done before, but I've never seen it. Like, this is such a cool idea to me. You know what, I'm just gonna come out and say it. Cortex carries this whole game. Like, if it weren't for Cortex, this game would be shit. I think that's, you know, that's fair, right? I think we can all agree on that. When you think of Twinsanity, you think Cortex. That's what you think. You don't think about Crash. You don't think about fucking Nina. You don't think about the evil twins. You think about Cortex and how good Cortex is. I always thought that that bear wasn't an actual bear. I thought it was someone in a bear suit. Because it looks like the front, like, on his stomach, it looks like he's got, like, zips. Like, zippers there. So it's like a bear suit. It's not actually a bear, it's just a furry. Also, the bear's gone. What happened to the bear? Where'd the bear go? And then he gets kidnapped. This game, I swear, is just Cortex's worst day ever. It's just terrible thing after terrible thing after terrible thing. He loses his brain. He gets attacked by bees, chased by a bear, kidnapped by the natives of the island. Like, what goes right for Cortex in this game? He dressed up as Coco. That was quite fun. Living out his ambitions of being a drag queen. That's pretty cool. Everything else, kind of going wrong for him. Oh! I didn't mean to stand up. Oh my god. I was too busy doing an impression. Fuck you. Look at this stealth. Look at this stealth. What is this, Crash Twinsanity or Sly Cooper? Now, how good is Sly Cooper? When's the next Sly Cooper game? Come on, Sony. Make it happen. What? I was behind a tree. How did he see me behind a tree? I was standing behind the tree. What has he got? See-through tree? Tree-through vision? Is that a thing? Honestly. Right, so he saw me through the tree, but he didn't see the tree falling down. Yeah, right, game, whatever you reckon. What? I was crouching in the boat. Look, I'm in the boat. Okay, he didn't see me that. Why did he see me the first time? I drowned anyway. And then he saw me, the dick. Absolute dickhead. Your head is shaped like a dick. Quite a girthy one, but a dick all the same. We don't discriminate against different dick shapes here. Now, if I could stop drowning, that would be nice. How did you see me? Oh my god! Come on, man! What was so hard about that? Why can't I just be good at video games, huh? Why can't I just do something well? Okay, and he didn't see me jump right in front of him. This game, I swear to God. It's such a good noise. Go on, do it again. Love that. Hello, mate. Does he hurt me if I touch him? Oh. Oh. We're giving Papu Papu a lap dance. Work it, Crash. Show him what you got. How old is Crash? That might be inappropriate. Oh. 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 Yeah, get all over him. Get all over him. Give him some of that. Yeah. Oh, Jesus. The physics on that are wild. Crash's lap dance breaks the laws of physics. Look at this! Look at him go! He's all over him. That's what we need. Some Crash X Papu Papu homoerotic fan fiction. When are we going to see some of that? Oh, I died? Fuck. Well, at least that brings me back to this spot. You know, that was a speed run strat. That's what the speedrunners do. They die on purpose to respawn by the worm. They don't do it more than once though, because that's inefficient. I was just practicing. Did he hit me? Fuck you. Why am I getting attacked? I'm just a bandicoot trying to live his life. God. What's the problem with today's society? What is happening? Stop hitting me! Mom, they keep hitting me! Oh my God. And I'm back here again. Stop it! Stop hitting me! I just want to chase this fucking worm. I want to get the worms. Give me worms. No! He moved back! Oh, stop it. Maybe it's not that Papu Papu is upset with the quality of the lap dance. Maybe he's just recommended Crash as a lap dancer to all of the other tribesmen, and now they all want a piece. So we can have a Bandicoot tribesman gangbang. Now I'm saying all this, Crash is probably like canonically 12. I'm not sure I should be saying all this. Oh, I don't know, he was sort of dating Bandicoot Pamela Anderson for a while. So unless she's also a child, or maybe she's a pedophile, I'm not sure. But the evidence seems to suggest that Crash is at least of mature legal age. I mean, chronologically, he's about 25, so, you know, fair enough. It's fair game, I suppose. I'm going to stop trying justifying this. I think I'm just digging myself deeper into a hole. And I'm not talking about Crash Bandicoot's hole. I'm talking about... just forget it. This boss, thematically, is really cool. But in terms of gameplay, it's quite shit. Because as long as you keep holding right, it can't hit you. So I'm just going to keep moving, and I'm going to talk about my day for a bit. So I've had a pretty good day so far. I had breakfast today. That's exciting. It wasn't anything over the top. It was just a bowl of cereal. But you know what? Sometimes you don't want to have such, elaborate people talk about bacon and eggs, beans on toast, like all this extra stuff. It's you don't need stuff like that. Sometimes it's enough to just have a simple bowl of cereal. It doesn't have to be complicated. It doesn't have to be over the top. There's joy to be found in simplicity, and that's what I found in my bowl of cereal. Anyway, I also went for a walk. That was quite exciting. On said walk, I found a eulogy, which is not something you find very often on walks. So yeah, it was a eulogy for someone who's dead, obviously, but they're not someone I know. So I sort of feel a bit bad about, taking it, and I feel like I'm going to get in trouble because of it, because, it's not someone I know, and it's probably insensitive to have it up on my bedroom wall, even though I've got no idea who the person is. Yeah, it's kind of messed up. But yeah, it's an interesting thing to have, maybe that will become a relic at some point. Maybe on Antique Roadshow, whatever that show is called, that'll become worth something. You never know. You honestly never know. So yeah, that's sort of been the highlight of my day so far, is finding that eulogy. What else has happened? I'm playing this. I seem to have lost Cortex. That's quite a difficult part of this boss, is sometimes Cortex will just vanish. So I'm going to switch it up, and instead of running to the right, I'm just going to run to the left. I feel like that'll make this gameplay more interesting. Because, it's good to switch the direction you're going. Sometimes you're going in life one way, and that one way gets stale, so you got to switch it up. You got to go the other way. Try some things out. Experiment. Get freaky. To be honest, this boss is going a lot longer than I thought it would, so I'm sort of running out of things to talk about. So let's talk about the design of the boss itself. It's pretty cool. It's got 4 arms. I think that would be quite useful to have in real life. Having an extra pair of arms would get, I feel like you'd be a lot more productive. You'd be able to do more things at once. Although it might be a situation like with an octopus, where they the arms sort of think for themselves. I think that's right. I think with an octopus, the tentacles have their own brains. I'm not sure if that might have been something I just dreamt up one day. I'm not sure if that's actually true. That might be true. That might be untrue. Oh, I got hit by one of the little totem things. Maybe this boss is not as easy as I was cracking it up to be. But you know what? We did it without dying, and that's all that matters. That's all that matters, man. That's all that matters. Look at that. God, I'm so proud of myself. I never get all the gems in this game. I don't think I've ever 100% completed this. Oh my fucking god, what was that? Oh, okay, well that was a burp. I was not expecting that barrel to just fly off like that. There we go. All the gems for Insanity Island, all the gems for whatever the hell this level is called. Missed 2 of them in Cavern Catastrophe. Cavern Catastrophe? Cavern Catastrophe. I missed 2 in Cavern Catastrophe, but that's because Cavern Catastrophe is a shit level and I don't care. But these other 3 levels, all the gems, Totem Hokum, Jungle Bungle, Insanity Island. Man, I've never felt more successful. I feel like I could take on the world. I feel like I could take on the world.